Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be looking at cannons, lasers, rockets. Yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. It's got pretty much the most novel idea ever, but let's see how it actually holds up. So yes, I'm with MMO Attack. We do lots of reviews and stuff, first impressions. We got lots of news, especially on MOBAs and MMOs. I mean, it's kind of the namesake, so yeah, subscribe for that kind of stuff. Anyways, guys, this is going to be my non-scripted review, my first impressions of cannons, lasers, rockets, which is, I guess we could almost classify it as an MMO. We could almost classify it as a MOBA. It's just sort of a thing. And so, yeah, the idea basically is that it's a space simulation kind of game, except you can't go on the Z-axis, you don't move up and down, so basically think of it as like a skin. It's basically a skinned MOBA. What's really cool though is that it actually gets up to 50 players, so that's a thing. That's for the clan battles. I think the normal PvP battles would be 10v10, but that's just really cool. You know, a MOBA game that has more than just 5 people. It's actually like a massive MOBA, so an M MOBA, I guess. But yeah, cannons, lasers, rockets is about space, it's about cannons, lasers, rockets, and it's about ships, and ships doing shippy kind of things. But what's kind of really disappointing, because you don't really have a lot of mobility, you don't really do anything acrobatic. So, yeah, guy, this is no strike vector, so you don't really have too much explosivity, if that's a word. You don't really have anything that's very energetic on the screen. It's not too much of a spectacle. And speaking of the spectacle of the game, the graphics are kind of awful. I was actually at a locked resolution, had to play non-full screen, had to play in a window. What? The game seems extremely unpolished, so be prepared for that. Anyways, back to the gameplay. You basically have a ship which you can pick, and then when you get in the game you can upgrade, just like a MOBA, you upgrade different things, and throughout the match you can continue to upgrade and purchase different items. You have these sort of neutral places, these creeps, I guess you could say. There are other ships that move towards the enemy bases, but instead of being like one congruent map, basically it's separated into these fields which are protected from radiation. So if you go outside the field you get hurt by radiation, but maybe if you want to juke somebody you can go on the outskirts. Anyways, so you have these fields which you must teleport to and from. You can actually lock different areas, you can lock different teleporters down to be strategic and stuff like that, but as a first time user, this was really confusing and really unintuitive. Normal MOBAs, it's like you start the game and you're like, oh, this is my base, that's the enemy base, here are the lanes I can move up and down from, I got this game. Okay, it's not that simple, but this game was just a little bit more unintuitive than most MOBAs, and at the same time, it's promising a lot of scale, so I think I'm not touching its full potential, but the truth is that I think this game is not living up to its own potential, and that's just my first impressions. So you can hover around, you move pretty freaking slow, you don't really go that fast, and you would think for spaceships, you might have certain mobility abilities, maybe like some can teleport in and out. I mean, we've seen other games, other MOBAs, that have started out more stagnant and that they have more mobility. So if you've watched any of my MOBA reviews, you know I love the mobility of certain characters and things, and you would think, being in a spaceship, I would be able to like slip through space or something, or at least afterburner. But no, this game, you don't really do too much of that. You just kind of float around. The game is very floaty, and the aiming is actually a little bit auto-locky. It's not very aim-based, like you can sort of be around the target and it's gonna hit them. I'm thinking that this game is gonna be on different platforms, as it's promised on the website that it's gonna be multi-platform multiplayer, so maybe we'll see it on a couple consoles, maybe even... This game looks like it could run on your phone, to be honest. Which then the game would be freaking awesome. If this game was on a cell phone or an iPad, that would be awesome, but right now, it just really feels lacking, to be honest. So, anyways, that's my non-scripted review. Really, I just wanted to be honest. Hopefully you guys understand that. So I normally don't do negative reviews, but I'm giving this one a negative review because it really felt like work playing this game. And I play a lot of games, and sometimes they're not the genres that I like, but it's very rare that I actually play a game and it feels like work. And this was one of those games, and it has such a novel idea. It really does. A massively multiplayer online battle arena set in space. You would think you could do so much with it, but I just think it's just not polished enough. It doesn't have enough polish to really warrant a try, I guess. So I'm going to recommend this to enthusiasts of this very specific genre. If you like MOBAs, yeah, I actually think you're probably not going to like this game, to be honest. And if you like space simulators, I don't think you're going to like it either. I think this is going to be an extremely niche game, and it needs to be extremely polished for it to shine like the gem that it could be, which I honestly think it could be. So stay tuned for news on this game, but I don't know. It is free to play, so you might want to give it a shot. Other than that, I honestly didn't have fun with it. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, that's Cannons, Lasers, Rockets. The gameplay pretty much speaks for itself. That was, after hours of gameplay, that's the most exciting stuff that I could find. So, that's that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Sky with MMO Attack. See you guys later.